This is Thursday, August 11th, 6:27 p.m. Okay, so we just went through at least a week of rain. Rain. The grass was so high because Jim couldn't even get a chance to mow. And I haven't been able to work out in my gardens or to take care of anything around the house as far as weeds and all that kind of thing. Anyways, I finally today, besides the weather, also my health, today I felt good enough and the weather cooperated, so I decided, alright, I'm gonna work. So I did. I did a lot of work. I worked all day. I was super tired. I got a headache from it, but anyways, Jim came home. I laid down. He started mowing. These doors are open. And I just got up and put my shoes on and thought I'm going to check everything. Because a lot of times whenever he mows or I lay down and the garage is open, the Bigfoots come in. Well, first thing I did was come out here and I grabbed the door handle on the fridge. Gonna look inside when I saw something that absolutely astounded me. Just when you think they can't do much more to make you say, oh my God, well, they do. And this is so crazy. You know the letters that I got here on my fridge, they mess with sometimes. Last diary, they turned this one over. Well, this one was just placed here. I've never seen it before. They put that there. So what they did was, this is like the ultimate association thing that they do. I mean, number one, it's a magnet. Number two, it's a letter. So they found it somewhere, recognized it to be a magnetic letter, and brought it here and put it on my fridge with mine. So, and this was an empty spot because they took the N one time. I moved the M down here, but they took that's why the N is not up here. So they found that and they brought it here, put it on my fridge while I was taking a nap and Jim was mowing. And it's just blowing my mind. How intelligent is that? I was starting to think the ones that I'm dealing with right now are different, The one I dealt with in 2017 and 16, around that time, that one did some of the smartest things. And these ones still do smart things, but this is comparable to what that one used to do. So I am impressed. One last note before I put this away. There is dirt all over it. I don't know if they were touching it a lot with their fingers. That's what it kind of looks like. Like it was kind of wet and it's dried. It is wood. So I think it's really old. I don't know where they found it. Jim and I are taking a ride on the four-wheeler and thought we'd come up by that bedding area and look around. Just as you walk in, I saw this. I'm not sure if it's natural or if they made it, but it's that A shape. In fact, it looks very similar to one I found just over the hill here. So it's made of 1, 2, 3 sticks. Okay, I was just walking down the hill because the sunset's pretty tonight, and I was making my way back to the house. I was walking by right here. There's the fountain, and there's that doggone bowl. There is a clump of hair laying here. Black, coarse, crazy looking hair. I think it's hair. I haven't touched it or anything. I'm going to collect it, put it with my other hair. Don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. I don't know where it's from, but might as well collect it. Okay, I picked it up. I suppose this could be from a cow if a bird carried it and dropped it in our yard or something. Other than that, I don't know what that would be. Aside from a Bigfoot, that is a big clump of hair. Hold your hand over here just to show. Don't touch anything. Just kind of put it behind it to show how big it is. Okay, thanks. Okay, yeah, the hair was right up past the garden, up in there. Anyways, oh, the Lord Almighty, that cow. Oh, every time I try to make a video. Anyways. Well, while we're waiting on the cow, there's a rabbit. It's pretty much a nightly occurrence around here. Anyways, back to Bigfoot stuff. I was just telling Jim I wasn't sure if they'd been around here for 3 days because nothing much has happened. But finding this hair up here in the yard made me remember last night something that happened about 2:30, 3 o'clock. I woke up because I heard a man talking. Like a really, our bedroom window is open, the one where the marbles are. And I heard like, I don't, it just sounded like a man with a really weird voice talking. I didn't know what was going on, so I kind of checked Jim to see if he was awake, and he wasn't. And I thought maybe he was snoring weird, but then later on he snored a little bit, and it just sounded normal. It wasn't.
I don't snore.
Me either. Anyways, that was really weird. So maybe there was a Bigfoot in the yard last night and by our window talking. I don't know. But just wanted to fill you all in on that. Okay, I just came out on the front porch to check it. And I mean, I check the porches all through the day, especially in the mornings. I'll come and look out here and everything. I just found the coolest thing over here on the crock. Beside this rock of Chris's is a globe of sorts. that's been pulled. And if you've been following my channel very long, you'll know that anytime there's something coiled up like that, they can't resist pulling on it. Stretching it out. So the first thing I thought about was these globes up here that we've got on the front porch. I checked them out, and that is not the same frame. So it's not from them, but it's almost the exact same shape and size. So I wonder if that's why they put it on the front porch, because that is almost an exact match. That is so cool. So they were just up here because, yeah, we've been mostly in the back. So they could have brought this to the front, because we were sitting out on the back porch for a long time. That's so awesome. Okay, I was just now in the bedroom at the other end of the house, and so was Jim. At the other end of the house, he was in the living room on the couch, and I thought something really big fell. I've checked everything. I've been all the way around the house and haven't seen anything. That has fallen. The only thing I see out of place is right here. The charcoal should be under the bench, and it's moved. So I think the Bigfoots were in here and moved that. I don't know if they hit the house or what. So yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything else. This is Friday, August 26th, 9:28 a.m. And I just came outside to check things and was very surprised and happy at what I found. Right beside my doll. And I don't know if they did this on purpose or not. I know they on purpose put it beside my doll. Whether or not it being in between my doll and this smallest Bigfoot doll, whether that was on purpose, I'm not sure. But like I said before, I think that little one has been coming up a lot. So it's possible. But there is a gift here that is just beautiful. I haven't touched it yet, so let's see. I would say this is part of a necklace, maybe? It's got a feather on it. It's just beautiful. And they've been gone for a while, and I've been missing them, and I am so excited. Now they're back, and I got a beautiful gift. And and this is like the second piece of type of jewelry type of deal that they've given me, just recently. And I had just been thinking about the one that Annabelle found. I was just thinking before that how the one used to give me jewelry a lot, but I figured they weren't able to find it again. It's been about since 2016-17, so it's been a while. Well, actually, even might have been into 18. But anyways, it slacked off recently, but now it's picking back up again, which I think is really cool. And there's one more thing here. The game pieces had the yellow ones were here, and they're moved out of the line. So I don't know if that means they don't like the yellow ones or what, but pretty cool. I haven't been around the rest of the house yet, so I will check and let you know if I find anything else. I noticed this yesterday. I trimmed off some of the allium that was dying, and I threw it randomly over here in the yard. And I noticed yesterday that it's in these patterns that I don't know if that's just how they landed when I threw them over here or what, but look how they're making like rectangles that go over and under, and I gotta tell you, and it looks so much like some other formations that I've seen the Bigfoots make, that I'm really wondering if they have taken what I threw over here and created something with it. Look at this one. It's lined up. And it goes just right in line with this one. It's actually very beautiful when you look at it all together. So I suppose that it's possible that this is just how they landed whenever I threw them over here. But in my opinion, I'm going to say it's not really all that probable. That's really cool. Okay, so I think something just happened for the first time with Bigfoots. I was just in taking a nap, and I've been here quite a while, and there used to be 2 green buckets sitting here, but what caught my attention was when I came out here and I noticed that the shed door is open. That is never open. The only time we get in there is if I garden. I have a cart that I'll put my like yard waste in and put it over at the edge of the yard. It's open, and right there's those 2 green buckets, and I do not believe that Jim or I put that there, and I think I would remember them if they were there, because that is my cart that I get out, and it's kind of like that's kind of in the way, and I don't remember them being there in the way last time. So I think Bigfoots now are getting in the shed, and this is the first time for that. That's a little wacky. And I can't even say like that these are from them, because I get in here a lot and my gloves are dirty and stuff. So yeah, I think they put buckets in the shed. Interesting for sure. Aren't these pretty? French vanilla hibiscus. It's Saturday, August 27th at 7:16 p.m. I just got up from another little nap and came out here to sit down on the back porch, eat my blueberries. Thought I'd look over the rail, over at the gifting area real quick. And there's another little gift here. Right dead center, in the very center hole in the little metal basket, is a gift. And wow. Some kind of a seed. Little green seed. Huh. Wonder what that is. That's crazy. I wonder what they gave that to me for. That's awesome. It's Wednesday, August 31st, 2:16 p.m. And I've been in the back all day, sitting on the back porch, working in my garden, doing some things like that. Just came in and got a shower. Was going to go sit on the couch. Looked out here and noticed a gift. There is a marble right there on the front step. And as you know, I used to keep marbles actually where these two plants are right now. I would switch them. Sometimes I had them on both sides. Right now, those marbles, I've been moving them around. I put them in the window for that experiment, which was fruitful. And then I decided to put them on the back gifting area, so I haven't put them there. I mean, I haven't put them back here yet. This is so sweet because they put it where I used to put the marbles. And it's so pretty. It's a completely clear one. That's awesome. So they must have been up here, I'm thinking, while I was in the back. And the garage door was open, but the door that goes to the back porch was closed a lot. So, anyways, I'm pretty excited. Here's another interesting development. When I was in here getting ready to get in the shower, I heard a thump, and I looked out back, and the door had shut. I didn't shut it. I figured the wind blew it, but now I don't know if the wind blew it, because the Bigfoots were in here as well as being on the front porch. Because this morning there were 6 dozen eggs there, and now there's 5. So they took a dozen eggs and brought me a marble. Didn't touch the apples. So yeah, they're back to helping themselves to some eggs again. Now what's crazy is they either did this while I was out here working, and I was only ever right here in the backyard, and they came in and did it while I was back there, or they did it when I got in the shower, and that's been within 15 minutes. So that's kind of nuts, but cool too. Okay. It's Friday, September 2nd, 4:43 p.m. And let's see, this morning we were gone for a while. I checked everything, nothing was different, like I always do. We came home, had some lunch. Then we started working outside, planting some things and moving things and stuff. And I've been out back for probably a couple hours now. When I came in, I looked out here and I thought I saw something with the marbles. Yesterday I put them back out since they put a marble out here, so I thought that was cute, so I just went to put the marbles back where they were. So I put the 2 dark ones there and the 2 lighter ones here. And they brought a new gift and put here in line with the 2 on this side. And I haven't picked it up yet. It looks like 2 little toy tires. Like from a Matchbox, maybe a truck, like a semi, where they're together. I don't know. Pretty cool. They were up here on the front porch, and we were either in the house or outside in the back. Boy, they are really getting brave and comfortable, which is a good thing. Okay, Sunday, September 4th, 7:47 a.m. Okay, when I came out to do my slug hunting last night, I noticed something that the Bigfoots did, and it was done yesterday. Here's what it was. I bought a set of 3 clay balls. They're like decoration type things, and there was a red one, and it's shaped kind of, it had like a grid pattern on it. Anyways, I had put that out on the gifting spot for a while, and they didn't do anything with it. So I was cleaning up the gifting bench, and decided to take it in, but I wasn't going in the house yet, and I was busy out doing stuff, so I set it right here on the step going into the house, and I was going to pick it up later and put it away. So actually it ended up sitting there for a couple days. Well, yesterday we were gone for a while in the morning. We came home, opened the house back up, the garage, the doors and everything. And between noon and, midnight, whenever I saw that it was gone, they came in the garage, saw that sitting here, and then they carried it out here and put it in the fountain. Now, what I think is super crazy about that is, other than the fact that they even noticed it and came in my garage and noticed it and brought it out here, besides all that, is the fact that it was a set of 3, and whenever I put these shells in here, I took the other 2, and if you look, yeah, here's one of them. There's one, and the other one's in here. I put them in here to kind of hold up the shells in spots. Yeah, there's the other one. Now, somehow, the Bigfoots know that the other two are in there, I think. That's why they put it in here. So how observant is that? And the funny thing is, I just went in and I asked Jim, because Jim does know that I did this with the shells. So I thought maybe he saw it sitting in there and moved it. And he didn't even know what I was talking about. He didn't know what little red ball I was talking about. He never saw it. He's been in and out of the house a million times through there and never saw it sitting there. Okay? But the Bigfoots did. And they put it in here with the other two. I suppose there's a small chance that they don't know that the other two balls are in there and just put it there anyways. But I don't think so. I think they are that observant. From what I have observed myself over the years, I think they are that observant, that they would know that. And I don't know, what seems like a small thing, I guess we could learn quite a bit from. Okay, I was just walking around the house checking everything like I always do, and I noticed this. This is right here in front of the garage door. There's 3 rocks. In a pattern, and there are always rocks here, as you can see, but I don't remember them being in a pattern like that. So I'm thinking that might be something the Bigfoots did. I'll keep an eye on it and see if it changes. Okay, it's now 10 minutes till 12, and Jim and I have been inside all morning. We came out here to cook lunch on the grill, and I had put ribs in here last night that had thawed out, and I wanted to make sure the Bigfoots didn't take them, so I was looking in here to check, and they're still there, but I noticed that an apple is missing. The one in the middle back row. So while we were inside this morning, they came up and took an apple. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to check other stuff. I haven't looked around yet. It's Wednesday, September 7th, 7:01 p.m. Jim and I came out here to sit on the back porch, and I walked out and noticed that the Bigfoots had been up within the last 5 hours, because I was out here all day working. And if you remember on September 4th, the Bigfoots had put that red ball thing in the bottom part of the fountain. And now they've moved it to the top part, and they put it with, that shell was sticking up like that, but they put it sitting right up against it in the top part. So they just were up. Like I said, it's been within 5 hours. I can't say for sure how soon they've been up, but like Jim said, it was like immersed in the water here, so it was wet, and now the top is dry, so it's probably been a little while. So that's all for now. Okay, so it's now 9:30 p.m. and whenever I was out here making the video about them moving that thing in the fountain, not long after that, we just were sitting here talking. At one point, I had talked to them about that. I was like, hey guys, I saw you moved that up and it's really cool and all that. And I think after that is when this happened. But we were just sitting here. Of course, it was still daylight then. And I saw something fall from the tree. Now see, there's, I don't know if you can see that. There's like a canopy thing over our heads. But I thought something fell from the tree. And so I didn't pay much attention to it. Well, there it is. I thought it was maybe a piece of bark or something. But when it happened, I thought it was really weird. Now that I've looked at it closely, I see that it is a piece of mulch. Okay, so I picked it up. When I turned it over, when I saw it like this, I was sure it was mulch. And then when I turned it over, I thought, well, maybe it's a chunk of the tree. But I just brought it in and asked Jim if this was a chunk of tree or if it was mulch. And he said, it's mulch. I said, are you sure? He said, I'm positive. So I think they threw this chunk of mulch from somewhere, or they were up in the tree, or something. I don't know. But that's kind of crazy. Here's something else I just found. This little stool thing, chair, I use it for a stool over here. And when I got up from sitting there, I always just leave it right there. And then if I need it to, sometimes I sit on it to do gardening and stuff, like, or to hunt for slugs, I'll sit on it and look through my flowers. So when I left, it was over here. And they have moved it over here. I don't know why, but they did. Okay, I don't know if I'll find anything else, or I had a recorder on right there. Wonder if I'll be able to hear them coming up and doing that. Seems like that ball thing is moved too, because I don't remember the bottom part being the flat part showing. I'll have to check my pictures. Okay, here is how it was earlier when I found it, and it has moved. So whether they moved it or it fell, I don't know. It's more like that. So, where they were up here doing lots. There keeps being this splash thing down here too. On the ground, there was one earlier that would have dried up by now. So this must be a new one. Well, I'm going to be out here hunting slugs, so this could get interesting. Okay, this is Sunday, September 11th, and it's 1:40 p.m. Now, what I'm about to show you happened this morning. I mean, I found it this morning, but I was busy and I didn't have time to make a video about it. But the two marbles over there The light colored ones have been moved. They were in line with these two. You see how they're separated by a divot in the carpet. Those ones were in line with it. They've been moved forward and they're together. So apparently the Bigfoots did that last night. It's Tuesday, September 13th, 4:22 p.m. Earlier today I was gone for about an hour and a half. And when I got back I noticed a couple things. I got back at around 12:30. So I've been inside and I just didn't make the video yet. But while I was gone, when I came back out here, I noticed that these are put in the magnetic bowl. And they were lying either here or here. The last picture I have, they were here. So that makes it even more compelling because I know they didn't get up there. I know the wind didn't blow them. So I'm pretty sure the Bigfoots did that. And the other thing that I noticed was over here on what used to be my chair that was on the front porch and back here too. They put things in all the time. So there's a leaf in the middle of my chair. It's arched and kind of cool looking, you know. And since it's in the middle of my chair, and see how it's tucked in here, and the stem's tucked in, and like I said, it's arched, which they've given me arched sticks and stuff before. I think even on this chair. So I can't be 100% sure that that didn't just fall from the tree, but I'm thinking since they were up and did the magnets, they probably did that too. So it's now 6:59. I was inside. I've got allergies. I laid down for a while, took a nap, got up, went to town, and got some allergy medicine. Came back, looked out here, and they've done it again. So just in the last few hours, they've put these back in the bowl. So, must be a new game to them. I'm going to move this over just a smidge. Just to make sure that it's not too close to it. Since they're both magnetic. But that's kind of funny. Okay, I guess that's it for now. I don't know if this will show up, but I can see where something walked right there. It could have been me, but that's been a while back. And I can see where something walked there too. Huh. The foot impressions might be from me, because earlier I did walk down there and dumped some stuff out of my sweeper, and the ones beside it is where I just walked down to check, so I'm not sure. This one over here looks like it comes here and then this way, which would come right to the gifting bench. So if I would have came out to dump stuff, it would have gone from there down Like I can kind of see another little bit of a path. Maybe from where I walked earlier. So I'm not sure. This is Wednesday, September 14th, 4:22 p.m. Okay, for the last about 2 hours, the garage doors have been opened, and I've been inside. I just came out to take a walk and decided to check things real quick, and there were 5 dozen eggs in here, and I see that 1 dozen is missing from the bottom. So I think they were in here and took a dozen eggs again. They only took 1 this time.